Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I just wanted to show you how I was going to sow my second earlies, Marfonia. I've got some of the purple ones that we found on this allotment, hashtag starting a new allotment, and 4 King Edward potatoes I found on another plot when we was tidying it up. This is going to be how I do everything now. Now I've got all the materials together. So we've basically got soil from the allotment while we've been digging out the trenches for the beans, some spent compost that gets thrown away by the cannabis growers. This is the soil from the polytunnel that's got some of the nutrients in. This is some really well rotted manure. I've only got a bit of that, so just using 1 part that, 1 part that, 1 part this and 1 part that, and about 4 parts of the compost bin. Now there is still some worms in there. I've been picking the odd one out, but I want a few worms to remain so that they can keep working on this compost, and then you end up with a really nice compost that you've seen before, the meat potato compost. So a nice quick easy tip on mixing your compost materials if you've got them like this. I'm going to show you shortly, but just while we're there, I just need to add some log ashes, and then some blended eggshells, not too many. If you can get one of these cloth sacks, just keep rotating it to keep your knees bent. Rock in there. Bit of wormery. I put that in the bed in the polytunnel 2 years ago, and I've learned a lesson from that. Always mix it with something. That's just ideal now to put straight into what I'm using this year. Yeah, they're probably not food safe, but as I always say, we never know what is food safe these days when they actually coat all our foods with nasties to preserve them while they're being shipped from all over the world. So as normal, I think everybody knows now, a little bit of soil mix, compost mix in the bottom. I've got 4 potatoes, just adjusting the chits there. I don't remove the chits because I want small potatoes. I'm going to put a bit more compost on top of that, and we'll place that one in the middle. I've got 3 for 2 containers, and that one's got the 4 in, and I'm going to top these up right to the top. This method's ideal if you haven't got a decent growing space where it doesn't matter if it falls all over the floor. Cable tie. But this will turn out to be absolutely cracking stuff. In actual fact, I'll do you a comparison. There's a worm there, we'll just bury him a little bit. I'll just get the labels. Now I did make a mistake, guys. All the potatoes looked great, you could tell the difference before I chitted them, but as you know, they all go the same colour. Ooh, rescue a worm. They all go the same colour with chits, so I'm really struggling to figure out which potatoes are which, so I should have labelled those as well. So, labels done. Now anybody who's watched a previous video will know where I got this from, and I'm definitely going to know what they are. Not sure whether I've spelt Marfonia right, but at least I know what it is. So this is the compost I'm using. Like you say, there's twigs in it, the odd stone, we can get rid of that now, and this is what it looks like after it's been through the potatoes. And obviously the potatoes were harvested, let's say August, autumn last year, so that's over 12 months, 12, yeah, so it's 18 months old now. And eventually all this will break down the old manure. See there, it's slimy, so that's a bit of manure. Everything will work on that, and I say it's just what you've got. I don't add nothing to it, and it'll get a feed. It'll get a feed of my liquid plant foods throughout the year, and the fish poo helps break down as well. Use it as an activator, and those lumps just break up really nicely. And that's what went in the bottom of the carrot bed, if you remember, or if you've watched. There's loads and loads of good videos on my playlists, so have a scroll through those. I use log ashes in my potatoes every year. Ever since I've been using them, it's reduced the scab to hardly anything, and it keeps the wireworm away. And the blended eggshells, why do I add that? Because I want to. Well, I haven't made much of a dent in there, and that pile, and I've still got a quarter of a bin to empty out yet. But there's many more buckets of potatoes to go, and the Sarpo mirrors, they'll go one seed potato in the buckets, depending on how many buckets are left, but I can always use my cloth sacks as well. And anyone that doesn't watch all my videos and just selects the one that they do want to watch, there's my rocket first earlies in the 56 litre cloth sacks. That's what the cannabis growers use, and they throw them away as well. So gardening on a budget can't be bad. So I've got 4 small King Edwards there. They just don't want to chip, but you put them in soil and they'll be away. There's the 2 more lots of Marfonia, and these are the purple varieties. And like I say, I don't knock any chits off because I like smaller potatoes. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.